પણ સૂચના આપે હાયર એજ્યુકેશન બાબતે જે નોલેજ આપે એને આપણે ચોક્કસથી સાંભળશું અને ત્યારબાદ આપની પ્રશ્નોત્તરી જે પણ ક્વેશ્ચન છે સરના સેશન દરમિયાન આપ ચેટ બોક્સમાં આપના ક્વેશ્ચન મૂકી શકશો અને ત્યારબાદ સેશન પૂર્ણ થયા બાદ આપના પ્રશ્ન અહીં લેવામાં આવશે. I request Dr. Sejal Madam to give introduction of our today's speaker.
Good evening to one and all. Good evening. Do you hear me?
Yes, madam.
Okay. We are extremely happy to welcome you all in this webinar, Role of Higher Education Institution in Post-COVID-19, organized by JJSA Arts and HVDSI Commerce College, Amroli, in association with IQAC of college. We all are in lockdown period, so we decided to arrange webinar to help you to get through this period and come out with the new skills. We are very privileged to have amongst us Honorable Vice Chancellor Sri Govind Guru University Godhra, Dr. Pratap Singh Chauhan sir, to share his deep knowledge and experiences in this webinar. Dr. Chauhan sir is very senior academician in the field of education in Gujarat. Respected sir was Vice Chancellor of Saurashtra University from 2015 to 18 and currently Vice Chancellor of Godhra University. Sir is member of Executive Committee, National Accreditation and Assessment Council, Bengaluru. Also a member of Academic Advisory Council for MOOC at CEC, New Delhi. Sir has 34 years of experience in academic field. During this period, many awards won by him. Also verified research experience, 1 major and 4 minor projects, 54 PhD degrees awarded under the Chauhan sir's guidance, total 12 books, 25 research papers published at national and international level. Sir has delivered lectures as a keynote speaker, resource person in many international, national and state level conferences. Sir rendered his expert services in academic institutions, different states and UGC. Today, sir will be sharing us his expert opinion on role of higher education institution in post-COVID-19. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Dr. Chauhan Sir, to address all of us. Sir, please. Dr. Chauhan Sir.
Dear friend, good afternoon to all of you. And we are here to, express the view, my observation about the higher education. COVID-19 situation is created into all over the world. The many country is facing a lot of problems. So far as the patient is concerned, it is very close to 30 lakhs patients all over the world. And the last 35 days, we are observing the lockdown situation in the country. Dear friend, the higher education is not away from any difficulty and crucial situation in the country. We have very close to 1,000 university, categorized in the central university, state university, private university and deemed university. We have very close to 50,000 colleges in all over the country, where the 10,000 colleges is alone one branch of a BA colleges. The 4 crore students studying in the UG and PG level at various university in the 4 category, and we have a very close to 15 lakh teachers in the all faculty of knowledge. It is a very crucial the way the higher education is there in the country. Our student volume is very close to a 40 plus million student. So it means it is the total population of many countries of the Europe. So we are suffering because in the before the COVID-19, our almost all the system is based on the classroom teaching and the laboratory, then the field work and project work, but it is face to face a teaching learning methodology we are using. But in last 35 days, we observe it is not possible. The government has given the advisory where we have to maintain the social distance, and the social gathering is not allowed anywhere in the country. Many courses is already over in the arts, science and commerce in the end of February in the most of the university in the country. But some professional courses are there where the teaching is going on. And that's why many people has, started the online teaching learning and online live classes to the student. The teacher also suffering the problems. Student also is not getting, the way we are teaching. In the early day, it was the based on the classroom teaching, personal contact, and any difficulty is there, they can solve with the a personal concern and tension. My dear friend, now see, out of in the all over the world, the 1.7 billion students are there in the all over the world, and India is very close to a 40 plus million student, and that's why the COVID-19 before and after DC and AC, that will be, the situation is very different. At present, our 15 lakhs to a teacher, they are suffering. Many teachers are concerned to affiliated college in the far away from the infrastructure facility is not there. Teaching pedagogy is not there. Many a problem they are suffering. How to reach the end user of the student, because we have a poor category of the student. So some students are a slow learner, some students are a moderate learner, some student is a fast learner, and some students are a very dynamic student. But you go to the category of the university, we have three types of university. The one tier 1 university is the topmost institute in the country, where the volume of student is only a 5%. The second tier of university, they have a 15% student volume in the country. So the first and second category is a very dynamic category of the country. But the third category of the university, it is considered as a tier 3 university, and it cover almost all 80% volume of the country. So out of 4 crore students, 3.20 crore student is basically coming from the third tier of a university. And the problem for the online or a live class or the whatever way we are using now, the webinar through the learning approach, it is little bit difficult. And that's why the COVID-19 is affected to many people. So I'm giving the only a few data that I have observed in the International Monetary Fund. The source data is indicating the Europe, almost all the GDP is reduced -6%. The USA is also, the 1.8% minus GDP is reducing. China is 1%, so only a GDP from 6.2 to 1%. India is not a far away. India is also suffering, and our expected, the GDP for that particular period for 2021, it may be 1.5%. So it will affect to higher education also. So my dear friend, the government has given this stimulus package to the industry, the partially released to the some essential service of the country, and after the 3rd May, it may be, the higher education is not, directly allowed to teaching learning, and that's why we need to, the go for the online education, live classes. These are the, the way we can use the Skype, webinar, WebEx, Zoom, or a Google Hangout. These are the way we can use. Many private player is already using, and mostly you observe the topmost private university in the country, they are almost using the online classes to the student. But the category is a light category because the student is paying a high fee to that professional course, and that professional course is affiliated by UGC and private university. But it is not a picture of the country. The picture of the country is very, very difficult because the many interior colleges, they're away from the lonely place where the telephone and internet facility is not available. There, what are the challenges? So I'm giving to, the few challenges where is affect to our higher education system in the country, because I know when the traditional system for the contact classes and face-to-face teaching learning is there, then the interior part of the colleges, they are not getting. Because of the NAAC accreditation, we observe the only Delhi, Mumbai, and the topmost, the urban area, the highly developed universities, they're getting a good rank. But so far as you go to a moderate level, the grade is reducing. And you go to the interior part, then again and again, our ranking is very, very less. So problem is the 80% tier 3 type of university, they are suffering. So for that, what are the challenges and what is the opportunity in the country for higher education? The first and almost the problem is examination. In case you can create a live classes, you develop the e-content, you develop the video, you can use the, the resources from the outside. You can also invite the expert from the outside and develop the video content and everything. But the problem is how to take it examination. In case you take examination online, then the very far away affiliated colleges from the headquarters to the in the last end user, what way we reach to the student? That is the biggest problem, the suffering, because almost all university is not completed the final year examination, second year examination, and first year examination. If we create an online examination, it is not feasible. Now any university except the private university and except the few university in the country, they can handle the online examination because they have a student intake is very less. In case the big university, the more than 3 lakh students are there, they cannot create an infrastructure in a very few days to handle the online examination. That's why the online examination, the traditional system is very easy. The physical paper is there, the teacher will assess and they declare the result. But the online examination, it's need a basic infrastructure, internet speed, well-trained teacher and well-trained student also. They can appear in the examination and the result is going to declare. Because I have experience in my own university and Saurashtra University, we started in the mind logic examination and the paper is assessed by the online by the teacher. The many teacher is complying. We are not comfortable with the online assessment and we tired and we have a lot of problem, the neck problem, many problems. Because our structure, the behavioral aspect, the mental status of the teacher is very different because we one by one answer sheet, we our own way we can assess. But now online examination,
The student appear in the examination, you have to assess in the online. Let's create a mindset of the teacher. If it is comfortable, then and then you can arrange a online examination. The second issue is where the topmost university in the country, they are taking a admission on the basis of common admission test. Now, common admission test, many engineering and medical, NEET and PG medical entrance test is there, but they have developed the system. But the problem is, our problem is very different because every university has a competitive advantage and its limitation. So, how to manage a common admission for B.Ed, for MSc program, for a very dynamic program? Then it is very difficult to reach to end user of the interior part of the student, where the student don't have any facility. Otherwise, we have to develop the any centers in the interior part where the common library is available. Student come and they interact with the internet and internet speed and brand and many things. They can arrange. If it is there, then and then we can arrange the common admission test and we enter in a new academic session. The third one challenges I have observed is the teaching pedagogy. Because our earlier day up to the March 15, it was mostly in India the lecture based method, face to face method is generally used in the teaching in the arts, science and commerce and the humanity faculty. Where the professional course, they have a different mode of teaching pedagogy, but mostly our student is coming from arts, science and commerce, and that's why 80% volume of the student is basic coming from this faculty. So my point is the teaching pedagogy we have to change due to now COVID-19 and it is in the shutdown, lockdown. The many the a Facebook class, then the webinar, Zoom class, a Google class. These are the tools or a video recording we have to use, and many teaching pedagogy is changed. So the faculty of the a colleges or a university has to train. They are not habituated with a new system. So everybody is worried about what to do. Only few innovative teacher is joined in this type of webinar, and they can the habituate with a new environment. It is a virtual environment. So virtual environment is very different compared to the traditional environment. And our syllabus and everything we have to change. If it is changed as per the according to online, because the foreign university, they have a system. Some student is attending the class, some student is attending the online classes. They have a dual system. But India is only a few university has a dual system. Otherwise, almost all universities direct contact, a classroom teaching, mostly happen in our university. So teaching pedagogy is a new phenomena for the faculty development program. And every faculty is trained and developed through this online. Then and then our teaching is appropriate for our classroom. It's not only trained to the teacher, but then it's trained to the student also. Otherwise, you train, but how you deliver the knowledge to the student. If the student is not getting knowledge and acquire knowledge from you, the online basis or any other source of online. So it is a big challenge for the teacher, student, management and university also. The second I have observed, a few interior colleges have not used and participating online teaching pedagogy because they are not used to. And once they are not used to, then you have to give a training program. to all student and teacher in the interior part where the college is far away from the headquarters. So they have to create, the bandwidth, then the internet's speed, internet related infrastructure, and then many things you have to provide to the college, and then they can join in the participating the online teaching. And some expert you have to provide from the outside, some expert you have to provide from the own teacher, because the always you cannot borrow for teacher from the outside. So something you have to develop your own, and teaching pedagogy also, it is a need based. Wherever it is essential, that you have to modify it and change. The second point I have observed, another challenge is the basic infrastructure is needed to the college. Many colleges, many senior teachers, they are not used to the technology. The technology driven, and we can take a leverages from the technology. The many teachers, the senior teachers, they are not used to. The young teacher can accommodate little bit early, but the senior teacher, you have to give a training program, basic infrastructure, the facility, and used to every day. Otherwise, they cannot produce a knowledge on the basis of online teaching. My dear friends, the another issue is challenges is to how to develop a e-content and a video lecture. If we cannot develop the e-content based on our need, because the Ahmedabad University need is different, and Surat South Gujarat University interior in the tribal area college need is very different. Need based e-content you have to develop. Now, what are the way? Because we are all, in the lockdown in the last 35 days, only after 35 days, we reach to webinar seminar for the teacher. And they are teacher, they joining in the webinar is only 5% teacher of the a student or any university. Only 200, 300 people is joined in the webinar. Many webinar is going on in the a different university. Our university is going to, the handle on the 8th May, the webinar for the WASP, the issues related to a post-COVID-19 and how higher education institute is reflected. So my point is, if you provide all these a basic challenges, and India is also, the once the teacher is trained and teacher is taking a lead, so many teacher can produce a good quality of e-content and video to the a student, because the teacher has not taken the challenge up to the 15th March. Now, the many teacher is ready to take a challenges, and that's why you are, the here in the webinar, and that's why we are taking the benefit. We train within 2-3 months, the month of April, May, and June. We will be very comfortable to deliver our talk or an online lecture to our students, and you can get any expert from any corner of the country, because it is a benefit and it is reducing cost. In case I have to deliver in the Amroli College and Professor and Principal Ken Chavda is invited me and I have to deliver there, it is not easy. But now on the digital mode, I am here and using the Google Hangout, and I am delivering my session in the front of you people. It is a digital leveraging to technology to our higher education. My dear friend, these are the challenges, but we have a many opportunity also, because we have a big volume of students, the 50 lakhs teacher in the higher education, and that's why the learning is anywhere, anytime. It is going to happen, the new opportunity for the higher education. You can need to learn anywhere, at any time. It
it is not any barrier for anybody to learn the scheduled classes. And second opportunity is virtual classroom, online classroom management system is going to develop in this country. In the early day, you cannot, the big expert from the Delhi University or Mumbai University or IIT or IIM, he can get the lecture in the online virtual classroom, and you have to any problem, then you can discuss with the anybody.
See, this is you.
It is audible. Hello.
हाँ मैं ऑफ कर दूँ.
It is audible.
Conversation में you don't need to speak.
Hello. Hello, my dear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Audible. Okay. Now, the third opportunity that I have observed is a digital skill is going to develop in the Indian higher education system, because up to 15 March, we are not thinking about the online classes, live classes, skill, digital use, infrastructure, the facility, the teaching pedagogy. It is also going to develop in the digital skill. The video delivering technique, everybody understand, and this video will be useful one university to another university at any time and anywhere. You can develop the digital skill and video delivering to the higher education. The fourth one opportunity is e-content and book developer. You can also find people developing the e-content about the syllabus. My humble submission is the traditional syllabus system is a traditional based class, face-to-face, a classroom teaching methodology. But now the content and book and video developers, they can be in the online courses where you have to deliver the talk to the student, and that will be an end user. The student can get the knowledge, skill, and ability. The fifth one opportunity is ERP-based system is going to develop in the country, because now onward, the post-COVID-19, the system we can develop in the anywhere is the entrepreneur resource planning. Whatever you have to do, it is based on online. The university also, they put the file or any note is there, they putting the note is somewhere in the clerk level, they forward to the section officer, then section officer forward to the assistant registrar, forward to the deputy registrar, and vice chancellor also doing the ERP filing and sign anywhere in any part of the country or any part of the world. They can move the file and it is based on ERP. The sixth one, the opportunity is going to create, that is a MOOC-based teaching, open source teaching, and data learning. Because these are the way the many universities giving the teaching in the regular days and system. But now the student is maybe reduced and they move to the distance education and learning on the basis of Swayam, open sources, or any distance sources anywhere in the university system. That is a teaching assistant, because you develop the e-content, video developer, but many problems suffer by the student. In case they have a problem, so who will deliver and address the problem? So that's why every college or university has to create a teaching assistant. It means the teaching assistant, the people is providing the teaching, not solution, and any problem faced by any student anywhere, they can directly talk to the teaching assistant, and that way they can solve the problem of the student. Another possible solution is
we have to create the model base, a solution. The solution A is a tier A university where the conceptual video developed by the external expert, then the content developed by the internal university teacher, virtual classroom and webinar that is also developed by the university and college people, and category 2 type of institute that the concept and conceptualize the e-content developed by the university teacher, and only we invite the expert from the webinar, seminar, and the expertise knowledge. Otherwise, they can use their own resources. Tier 3 category type of university, like in the interior part of the colleges, they have to develop the first e-content, provide e-content to the student. Now, what way we provide the student? Because many student is not getting a smartphone or a laptop or tab. Then we can use a virtual application of the university. Whenever the student in need to go in the virtual application, first they download the virtual application, then they, they copy the syllabus and the lectures and everything. Then they come and see and go through the video and e-content. Then and then they can, they have any query. Then they talk to the teaching assistant. The teacher is available 24 hours by the stepping. Any problem is their student, they can directly talk to the teaching assistant, and the classification of work is very different. One is the content developer, one is the video developer, third one is the teaching assistant, and fourth one is the ERP-based non-teaching staff. Structure will be changed. And if we accommodate with the developed nation, because I have observed in the last January, I was in the Oxford University, and the system is very different, because Oxford University is the topmost 1 to 10 rank in the world, but they have a very different system. They have a on-campus and off-campus students. And mostly the classroom teaching is not only a direct teaching, but it is based on the online teaching, and they have a query, then they directly talk to this teacher. But we have a volume of student is very big, and then we have a 300 student in the classroom or a 200 student in the classroom in the liberal science. Then it is very, very difficult to take assignments, seminar, workshop, and all these things. And that's why we are suffering a big problem about the online teaching methodology. And that's why the UGC also is not find out the solution. They have given the solution in the yesterday. So the universities, the few universities are there, they can take a online examination. Otherwise, you have to wait. And whenever the COVID-19 is under control, and then you can handle the examination, because we are not ready to, the fight with the a situation, because our volumes of the student is very close to 40 million students. So at a time we accommodate all students, it is little bit difficult, and that's why our problem is it's very different compared to the other the university in the developed nation. I have observed some the issues. For example, management and commerce, you can develop the e-content very easily. But in the languages, in the local languages, it is very, very difficult to develop, because you have expert at the local level. You cannot invite the outside, because they are not aware about the local language. And that's why our student volume is only that depend on the local languages. So far as my university is concerned, we have 80% colleges in the tribal area, where the only a Gujarati language is allowed. So I have to use the resources from my own or the same university like at Govind Guru University, if the teacher are teaching in the best way in the anywhere in the English medium, but it is not useful. So my university, I have to develop my own resources and resources coming from my own affiliated colleges. I accommodate all the teacher, develop the content, then they develop the video, and then deliver to the student. And they have any problem, then discuss with the any teaching assistant somewhere in university and college and develop a system. So it is a little bit difficult, but the every crisis is always create an opportunity, and we have opportunity because we have 15 lakh teacher in the country, and they can, the mindset to do something for the our higher education. And my point is, I'm very much hopeful. The our teacher, our people is find out the a very feasible solution, because the ground reality we have to first see, okay, how much, because our gross enrollment ratio is very close to 25, 26, and number of students is increasing day by day. But what is happening after the COVID-19, that will be, we have to observe, we learn a lot of things in the last 35 days, because we are not habituated with this situation. And the 100 years before, the flu is attack in the world, that is in the 1919, 1819. At that time, the many people lost. But now again, we reach to, the 30 lakhs patient in the all over the world. And very close to, the 2 lakhs people is already lost. So it is a very difficult time. And at that time, Amroli College and another college is organizing a seminar on the basis of webinar. And they have invited me. I express my feeling. These are the challenges for the higher education. Challenges number one, that is the teaching pedagogy. We have to change, accommodate our teacher. Second challenge is the infrastructure. Third challenge is the e-content developer and video developer. Fourth challenge is the examination in the online. Next challenge is common admission test, how to we handle. And another is how to reach to our end user student and how they feel. What is the mindset of the teacher and student? How the system is ready to, the help to the system, and we can develop the learning management system a very different way. We can develop a ERP in all modules, and that will be the feasible solution for the higher education, because our universities, the state universities, all universities trying to accommodate all difficulties, and what way they can find out the solution. Many solutions are there, but the feasible solution where our end user acquire knowledge, our teacher is delivering the knowledge, and create a win-win situation for both teacher and student. Then the new environment, this virtual environment, is benefited to the society, because I am praying to Lord Swaminarayan Bhagwan, we will be out of this, the situation. India is suffering less compared to the highly developed nation, America and Europe. We observe the cases is coming up, and our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi has taken a very right step. The first lockdown and second lockdown, and now releasing the 3 areas, red zone, orange zone, and green zone. And we are now using a virtual webinar and all these things. Our teacher is not, the less comparable to any international standard. But the problem is we are habituated with the traditional system, and that's why we, feel comfortable join in that particular system. But once the system is going to implement in our university, our teachers are ready to do the hard work. our teacher is doing the many things, very innovative things. And my observation is, yes, we will be the coming out from the all difficulties, a crucial, a crisis, but our teacher, our community, particularly in the teaching community, will find out the solution, and that will be the feasible solution for all university. And we will come to the, lead the a nation, and nation will be lead the a world. My best wishes to all the teacher here. You have any query, you can ask me, because my talk is related to only the challenges and opportunity for higher education. I'm not giving the data to what higher education is, because it is already you aware about all these things. Thank you. Thank you very much. Any query? Any query to anybody? Hello? Sir. Any query? You can ask any query.
Nothing, sir.
Hello.
Very excellent explanation.
Yes.
કોઈને પણ ક્વેશ્ચન હોય તો તે પૂછી શકે છે અત્યારના.
Explanation by you, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Any question?
Nothing, sir. Nothing. Nothing. The
એક મિનિટ.
presentation is very, very nice.
કાલા સંજય શેષકર
In Gujarati, ગુજરાતીમાં પણ પૂછી શકે છે. હેલો, તમે ગુજરાતીમાં પણ પૂછી શકો છો.
હાલો કોઈ ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછવા માંગતો હોય તો
હા, બોલો.
પોતાનો અવાજ
Hello.
અનમ્યુટ કરી અને પૂછી શકે છે. હાજી સર. સર સવાલ હોય તો પણ કઈ પૂછો સર.
તમે ગમે પ્રશ્ન પૂછી શકો છો.
Hello. Very nice presentation, sir.
અરે એ તો ઠીક છે, તમે પ્રશ્ન પૂછો, તમારી ડિફિકલ્ટી હોય પૂછો.
Hello, hello.
હાજી,
Yes. Am I audible, sir?
yeah.
હા 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 મેડમ.
Dr. Kamini Rawal here, sir. Hello.
બોલો.
I'm from Ahmedabad, sir. Hello.
બોલો ને.
Sir, I just want to share one or two things. When we are talking about this,
Tell me, sir.
the whole webinar as a challenge. Hello. Hello.
હાજી સવાલ પૂછતા રહો.
Hello. When we talk of challenges, I think as far as, especially in case of science stream, this webinar seminar is okay, but when we go for workshop, personally we will have to give the coaching to the students. So I don't think online it would be possible. Hello.
Madam. Hello.
Haji. Hello.
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 I'm getting. You continue. You continue.
Haji. Hello. Sir. Ji sir. So what I was asking, the seminar and webinar is possible online, but as far as the challenges we are discussing, if we, particularly the science faculty, science students are there, if we think or if we arrange the workshop in which personally we have to guide the students, we have to project the work. I don't think in that case this online presentation or this methodology would be applicable. The another thing is, if we talk of classroom teaching in arts, commerce, or even in science, everything is possible. These challenges, of course, we can get adjusted in the changing situation. We would be happy with that. But as far as the science practicals, the laboratory work is concerned, I don't think online it would be that much effective or that much possible. I think it should be considered as a challenge.
So, what I have said, you understand, I have given the 5-6 challenges. The one of the challenges is the teaching pedagogy for the teacher. It is not feasible to all the colleges, but the category 1, category 2, and category 3, a type of colleges and university has to, the little by little add something, and within a very comfortable time, we will be adjusting. Because in science faculty, the many a topmost university in the world, in the US ranking or a QS ranking or Shanghai ranking, they are providing the teaching learning modules. So develop the content is different, deliver the video is also different, and teaching assistant where the problem solving thing we have to develop. And if it is developed, because the social distance, we do not know about the COVID-19 up to what level it will, continue. We do not know. But if it is, the continue for 1.5 years or 2 years, when the vaccine is not, developed, then what will be the feasible solution? So what is in the worst situation, whatever the way we can add and connect to our students, and whatever the way we provide knowledge to our students in a little way, but it is very, very useful and we will be habituated in the longest period of time. So we can, there is no way otherwise.
Hello.
Yeah.
I request Dr. Mehul Thakkar sir for raise your question. Dr. Mehul Thakkar sir.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, audible.
Yes, sir.
Sir, it was very informative. I have a very pertinent question. Do you really think that in this COVID era, given the constraint that we need to reach to our students through the online teaching tools, do you really think private universities would be far more aggressive compared to our government university setup teachers?
It is. And that's why I have said the private university volume is very less and the charges fee is very, very high compared to the developed nations. And that's why they have a campus-based student. So that's why they can create a facility and provide a facility. That's why they are aggressive to attend the online classes and provide a facility to students. But our structure is very different. We have a Surat is the headquarters, and far away in the Daman is one of the colleges. In the same way, the Godhra is the headquarters, and Fatehpura in the border of the Rajasthan, and one is the border of Madhya Pradesh, Alirajpur. Our college is very different, and they don't have any facility. So we reach to there, it is a challenge. But there is no way. We have to reach at any cost. Government also, they provide a facility, and we will be, within the few years, we will reach to there, because the difference between the private and public university is there, because they charge 15 lakhs rupees per student per NMP for homeopathy, and the government homeopathy college Savli is charging 500 rupees. So it is a difference, it is true, and they have a volume less campus-based university, and we have an appellate structured university. It is a difference. That's why it is happening.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next question is from Sanjay Shinde sir. Sanjay Shinde sir.
Okay.
Hello, namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.
May I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Namaskar, sir. It was very informative session, sir. I really enjoyed it. Sir, is it possible for all the university to remove the semester system for 2 to 3 years and again follow the annual system, sir? Is it possible?
Because it is a good suggestion, and we will discuss with the government if it is possible to the semester to annual system, and then we
Yes,
will
sir.
be comfortable. So the idea is to habituate and comfortable with the system. Then the annual system is very, very useful.
but the government,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
government and the University Grant Commission, they cannot allow anybody because the RUSA grant and the Apex Body grant is not sanctioned to the any university, and that's why the university is not ready to change the semester system to annual system. So it is little bit difficult to change now. But the circumstances and the new environment is created. In case the government also think about that, the academician also think, and we suggest a feasible solution for the all affiliated university, then it is maybe a consider, but I am not sure because I am not the authority directly to say anything about the annual system or semester system.
Sir, my next question. Sir, one question more.
Yeah.
Sir, is it possible for semester system? There is 100% option there for student. There is 100% option. Is it possible, sir?
100% option means what?
Question, sir. In question paper, sir.
That is possible because it is
For teacher also, sir.
it is the internal. We can change the modification about the paper style, the option, then the internal, external. That is our internal and board of study, faculty, academic council, and syndicate. They can do it. There is no any hurdle or not anywhere in the barrier of the University Grant Commission or anywhere. It is our own. We can change. That's why I have said. So far as the far we have to develop our own teacher. We can develop our own teacher from the outside. Then and then we can develop. Hello. 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 Hello.
Sir, please.
Yes.
Next question is from Kirtram Badola, sir. Kirtram Badola,
Yeah.
sir. Next is your question.
Sir, actually, on behalf
you also, no?
sir, on behalf of
Gujarati also. Allow in the Gujarati Hindi.
Hello.
Request to other participant kindly mute. Chauhan Gautam sir, kindly mute.
Okay, good evening, sir. Good evening. Reflection.
Good evening.
I have a brief reflection in addition to the honorable speaker. In addition to the honorable speaker, the categories and the challenges post-COVID are very nicely narrated and put. But just for reflection, university system, higher education post-COVID are ready to face this kind of challenges in terms of teachers and the taught. In simple words, sir, I feel that educational reforms are very much waiting to face such challenges in the future. Presently, majority of IITs of universities are not in a position to cope up with the challenges, sir. This is my submission. Please think something else post-COVID in the form of educational reforms and technology in the form of the more of the web connected with the student. That's my submission.
So your point I have observed. I listened very carefully. Our university is not ready to cope up with the situation. It is not a case. Because my observation, many young people are ready to cope up with the situation and they can find out the feasible solution.
Sir.
In case we are not in the right, the track in the initial stage, but 1 or 2 years, educational reform is essential and it is a need based. Once the need is created, then you and me, we are interacting in the webinar. Otherwise,
mostly we people are never, they use this technology and leveraging. It is feasible and easily available at anywhere in the world, but we are not using. It is not a need for a comfort zone. But now the comfort zone is already in the out of box, and we are thinking what's the feasible final solution we can find out. So you and me and many teacher, the now 250 teacher, 251 teacher and 99 in the Facebook, the people are observing our talk. So, the gradually step by step people will add. And many people, they coming in the circle, and then we will be very comfortable. You see, in the COVID-19, in the initial stage, a lot of fear, stress, and many things happening in our society. But after the 35 days, the people understand what is COVID-19 and how it is handled. And now, they come out from the difficulties. Many 25% coming from India is coming out from the problem of the COVID-19 in the isolation ward. So we are now reached to 25%. And India is a very different country. Our teacher is also, we are not underestimate. My point is, we don't have an infrastructure because it is suddenly came. And within the 35 days, everything changed. So that's why we are feeling how we reach to end user, where in the tribal area, the government college is there. They don't have any facility, but it is, forced to system to develop the infrastructure and facility, and our teacher will be ready. This is my observation. I am very, very optimistic in the mindset. My opinion is we will reach to the comfort within a short period. Yeah,
Okay, sir. Next question is from Dr. Vajani, sir. Dr. Vajani, sir, can we have your question, please?
Hello.
Dr. Vajani, sir, are you there? Okay, next question is from Dr. Mehul Thakkar, sir. Mehul Thakkar, sir.
Yes, yes. Good evening, sir.
Hello,
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, do you think that digital competencies would be essential prerequisite for all teachers, irrespective of their discipline? There would be pressures on the teacher, positive pressures, to equip themselves with the digital competencies.
So my point is, in the initial stage, that is little bit, not easy. But my point is, every teacher will be comfortable within years. So within 6 months, the efficiency, performance, everything will be managed, because the quality of teacher is inbuilt. Only they have, in the early day, when before 5 years we started in WhatsApp, only young people is using WhatsApp. But now you can observe the 8-year mother and father, they are using a technology, the time is come, everything will be very easy and easy to operate by the teacher. So I am optimistic that will be not a problem. Digital and devices and equipment, once we are not using, you see in the last 1 and we are using the webinar. And because I'm habituated with this situation, so I'm very comfortable to deliver my talk very easily. I'm sitting in the Godhra and delivering my session in all over the country. It is very easy. Only if you think you have to and within
within a short period of span, you can manage well.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, sir. Now the list of the question is over now. So I request, hello. I request Dr. Sejal Madam to proceed further.
Hello.
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 Okay, Dr. Apurva Pathak sir is there. Sir, kindly raise your question.
Hello. Very good evening, sir.
Very good evening.
Yeah, I'm feeling very happy to see you after a very long time, sir.
Oh my God. You are my very senior principal.
No,
He
sir.
is from my senior college principal in the LNB college at Godhra.
Thank you so much,
I'm
sir.
very happy to see you.
Same here, sir. So I have one query.
Ji.
Are our conventional universities ready to affiliate college which offers online courses only?
No, it is not, now is thinking the online courses is we offer because we have to go to the board of study, then the faculty meeting, then academic council and syndicate, then we can offer the online courses. But so far as the apex body is concerned, the Bar Council, the AICT, Homeopathy Council, Medical Council, these are the hurdles. So if it is, they allow apex body, then we can think, and then you and me will decide if it is offer. Anybody can offer in any part of the country, then the Govind Guru University will be there. We are part and parcel of the system.
True.
So we cannot move away.
So is our university ready for such affiliation, sir?
No, it is not now ready, but in case it is apex bodies allow so online courses, then we will be ready to to develop the structure immediately.
Very true.
Because
Thank you so much.
We are not thinking only a few chances. We are thinking for in a longer period of time.
That's
how
true.
University.
True, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, sir. Hello. I request Dr. Sejal Desai Madam to proceed further.
Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. Really, this is a very nice lesson, and really it's fruitful to all of us, and we will do. And we also now change our habits in this epidemic post-COVID-19. So really, that is we are really thankful and express our gratitude from bottom of our heart to share your opinion on role of higher education institute in post-COVID-19.
Okay.
I request Chavda sir to make vote of thanks. Chavda sir.
Hello. Hello. Mehul bhai.
Sir, your voice is audible, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
All of બધા જ પાર્ટિસિપેટરોને ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર અને આદરણીય શ્રી પ્રતાપસિંહ ચૌહાણ સાહેબનો પણ આભાર કે એમણે અમારું આ વેબિનારનું આમંત્રણ સ્વીકાર્યું અને તમામ પાર્ટિસિપેટરોનો પણ માઇક બંધ રાખવા બદલ તમામ પ્રકારના સહકાર બદલ ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર અને ફરીવાર અમે જ્યારે આયોજન કરશું ત્યારે ફરીથી આપ જોડાશો એવી આપની વિનંતી. પુનઃ એકવાર સર્વનો આભાર.